Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm the sports judge. The most valuable player debates heat up around the NBA. Discussions, I feel like, about the NBA MVP have failed to include Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The numbers tell a different story. For all of the talk about Nikola Jokic and Luka and this and that, with the odds heavily favoring Jokic to win his third MVP, I think it is utter disrespect to leave SGA out of the conversation. Jokic is doing things that haven't been done by a big man, I get it, in a very long time or almost ever. I get it. The best player in the world talking all of that. I get it. I get all of that stuff, but haven't you seen what this man Shai is doing in OKC? Any way you slice it, he's one of the game's most electrifying players. When you see that, he has put up impressive numbers while leading the Thunder to a top seed in a very competitive Western Conference. It definitely should not go unnoticed. And when you take your squad projected to win 44.5 games by Vegas to 56 wins in the toughest conference, it certainly should not be ignored. To me, the star that shines bright thanks to his undeniable talent and considering the season that he had is Shai. Right now, he's barely getting his flowers because, as we know, outside of LeBron, people have already made Jokic the next face of the league, often described as the best player in the world, right? Maybe pump the brakes a little on Jokic. Can we slow down with all this Jokic talk? And that's no disrespect to him. It doesn't diminish how great he is. I know the Joker is doing incredible things, but I'm not going to sit here and act like Shai didn't have an MVP type year, because he did. I'm in the minority when I say Shai gets my MVP vote. Look, he took over and is the leader of the youngest team in the league. Did you know OKC is the youngest team ever to secure the number one seed? Did you know that? Last season, this team was a lottery team. They've come a long way. So for me, it's team success and being the best two-way player on his team that gives him an edge on my ballot. It will be an insult to him if he doesn't win. Genuinely, yes, his numbers warrants it, and when you're no doubt the most valuable player on your team, averaging 30.3 points, 5.6 rebounds, 6.5 assists, and 2.9 stocks per game, which features a league best, and 2 steals per game, you're not only having a fantastic season, but to me, you stand out above everybody else, and did it all year long with your level of consistency. So, folks, the vast majority of who, to a person, are over the moon about Jokic being an MVP for a third time. I think you've clearly ignored what SGA has done this season to put himself in the race. SGA is absolutely the MVP this year. It goes to the best player on the best team. It wouldn't be justified leaving him out of the discussion, given all that he's done this season. And this is a regular season award. I really like SGA to win the MVP. Shai might never have a better NBA MVP case than he does this season. The numbers are eye-popping. The year he's having is remarkable. But as with most things, when it comes to these awards, a popularity contest pretty much, there are a lot of gray areas, personal bias, and subjectivity. Folks will tell you Jokic is the MVP all day, every day. It's not difficult to recognize he has a case. Jokic versus the world, hell, and all this other stuff, right? I would never say anything disrespectful about Jokic because, again, I respect the hell out of his game. But this is not his year to win the MVP. Like SGA, Jokic is surrounded by talent. He has a great supporting cast around him. Only difference is SGA led a young team to the number one seed. I think that's impressive. And as you spin through his highlights and you sit back and watch and you say, yeah, that guy right there, that's MVP kind of stuff. Just with his ability to sink jumpers as he makes defenders second guess, and of course his ability to get by defenders, his court vision, size, and natural touch to find the lanes and make shots. The guy is a complete package. I feel like it could go either way, but I would like to see him named the NBA's most valuable player. And I've been saying the one thing I think he's shown that he can be a natural floor leader is leadership. I have a lot of respect for that OKC team and their young talent. Like, he let people know he's here. He's one of those dudes. You know, you just trust SGA's ability to be that fierce and perimeter defender. You just trust his ability to score and create because he's offensively gifted. His hands are quick because he understands exactly where someone with the ball is, where they want to go with the ball, and what they want to do. This is a two-way player who excels at both the offensive side of the game and the defensive side of the game. You've seen it all season with him. And call me crazy, but SGA is even better than Luka. I know that sounds crazy. He's better than Luka, at least in terms of being a great on-ball defender. Luka is not a good on-ball defender. Clearly his biggest weakness. In no way is Luka close to SGA as a defender. The way Luka moves and dictates pace is a special trait. Not saying he's not an amazing player, because he is an amazing player, but don't look for him to get it done on both ends of the floor. It's not happening. Very few guys do that in today's NBA, and SGA is one of them. From a defensive perspective, when there's a player, a two-way player like SGA that can swing the momentum, disrupt strategies, and potentially alter the outcome of the game, you have to give an MVP nod to him. SGA has had his fingerprints all over this OKC team and did everything necessary to carry a team many thought were still a year or two away from contending to the top spot in the West. Amazing year and insanely efficient from a guard. If that's not an MVP player, I don't know who is. Thanks for watching, everyone. You guys enjoy your wonderful day. Today, it is Friday. Happy Friday to you all. We'll talk very soon. Take care. NBA playoffs gets underway tomorrow. Take care, everyone.